I'ma be? I'ma be today? Oh, all right. So I'ma show you a be today. Don't touch none of my shakes. Don't make none of my shakes. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And don't you ever in your life speak to me again. In your life. What's up, my fellow Kim ambassadors? What's good? What's popping? What's going on? In between, underneath, above, and all of that good stuff. How you feeling? How you kicking? How you breathing? The moral of the story is, poocha, poocha lay. How you doing? Yeah. I hope you're doing well. I hope today, this evening, this night, whatever time it is that you're seeing this video, that like you're blessed and highly favored. Regardless, whatever happened in your day, you are blessed and highly favored. Anyhow, so welcome to another, let me stop popping my tongue. Welcome to another video on Beautifully Yasmin. I'm so excited to see you all. So today we're going to do a story time, whatever. Okay? And I know the next story time I'm supposed to do is the one for the shoplifting. Sorry, my nose. I don't know what's happening. And sorry about my nails. Yeah. Don't worry about it. And if you hear some noise in the background, I'm doing laundry, which is why yeah. Okay? And I'm still trying to get acclimated in my new apartment, which is why I am sitting on the side of my bed. I am dedicated to like getting y'all content. So whatever. Yeah. So anyway, I know you're all supposed to be getting the follow-up to my last story. But I just feel like I'm gonna give y'all this one first, and then I don't know. I'm gonna give y'all this one first, and then whatever story time comes along, that's, you know, and then we'll get to that one at some point. We'll get to it at some point. Okay. We'll get to it at some point. But I will always make a playlist if stories go together. I will make a playlist. Now, this is a story time of like, not my adolescence, but more so like, I think I was like 19. I think I was like 18. I was out of high school at this time because I was doing 2 jobs at one time just so I wouldn't be home. Like, I had one job during the day and one job overnight. So like, and if I was off, I would say I'm at work, but I'll be at my sister's house with her, my sister and her baby father's family house with her, you know, so I don't have to go home or whatever. Because again, did not like where I was living at, which is why I've never gone back. But anyway, let's get right into this video without further ado, because y'all know I could ramble on and on. Why is my ear so... Why is this right like that? That's weird. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into this video. And boom. So welcome back. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But anyway, so this is a story time of when I got into a fight at work. You've already read the title, so like you're probably like, what? Yeah, I know I have mentioned in my previous video that like outside of high school, I don't remember me getting into any fights. But yeah, I forgot about this one fight. Yeah, I believe this one was probably like my last fight. I've been close to get into fights in college, but it never proceeded. So I never got into a fight after this one. Now, like I mentioned in my previous video, it takes a lot to get me into pistosity, into the point where like I gotta put my hands on you, or like I just gotta put my hands on you. Like, are you dumb? Like, okay. And even in this one, like, you could see my heart in this one because it was so big. My heart is so big, and I love it. That's my biggest flex in life, my biggest ego in life is God, okay? After that, it's my heart because it's beautiful. Anyway, so let's go into this video. So, boom. Okay, so let's call this boy, Now, RIP to him, because he did pass away. Anybody who watched this video that may know him, he did pass away. So RIP to him. He's no longer, he's been, yeah, I feel like for years now. But let's call him Fire. Because fire, I just heard some fireworks. So let's just call, I don't know, that don't sound right. What is around me? Let's call him Black. Because black stuff is around me. But let's call him Black. Not because he is black, but let's just call him Black. Can't think of anything else. So I was working in this restaurant. I had, at the time, I literally just graduated out of high school and immediately started working 2 jobs. So I would have excuse to not be home. Even when on my off days, I literally will go, I would go in on my off days, or I would go spend time. I would just go to my sister's house. My sister lived with her baby father, and he lived with his family. So I will go over there, if that made sense. Yeah. So, in this particular day, and this is the job that I think this was my night job. I have to remember. This was my night. I'm not gonna give the industry's name, or yeah, because I've had a plethora of jobs, babes. A plethora of jobs. Yeah. Anyway, so straight out of high school, and I started working this place. I will give you like the background, like, so like it was really quite a chill place to work at. It wasn't much drama. No, anywhere that I've ever worked at, drama would happen, but like I would never find out as it's happening. I typically only find out once it happens, because like I stick to myself. I really just don't be into like things like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, drama just doesn't find me, and I thank God for that. But I had to burp, but it was like stuck on my side to cough it out. Anyway, drama just don't find me like that. So I always don't be in the midst of when things are happening. So I just don't be knowing things. But I did meet this one girl. I had a couple of cool friends there at the time. And then, but this one particular girl, we actually like hung out and stuff like that. And she's the one who introduced me to my best friend that I've been best friends with since like I was 18 or something like that. So this was when I was 18. Yeah, definitely when I was 18. But I've been best friend with her since I was like 18, 19. And we still cool to this day. Not the girl, she didn't work there, but the girl who worked there introduced me to her. And we were all like 3 friends or whatever, but then that person fell off. Anywho, but I think they're still cool. I don't know. I don't know their life story. But yeah, so it was mainly like guys, but so majority the guys would work in the back, like it was a fast food restaurant. I'll give you that. So the guys would work on the grill, or like the shake machine, or the dishes and stuff like that. And then the girls, we were the waiters, right? Now, because waiting, I didn't make much money, because it was like 25 cents or something like that, something cents an hour, and then whatever money you made from tips was what, you know, typically. And at that time I had money, baby. The reason why I had money, baby, was because I was also picking up extra shifts doing drive-through. So I would do waiting. I would be a waiter on my regular shift, and then I'll pick up extra shifts and do drive-through. So then drive-through was, I think it was like 9 something an hour or something like that. So, which, yeah, I'm sad talking about this story already. So, what happened? So a few times me and Black, I was gonna say this guy, excuse me, me and Black will have interactions, and we started out pretty cool, because my best friend now, and him were like really cool or whatever, right? And I would say his sexuality, but it doesn't really play a part in it, so there's no need for me to say it. there's no need for me to even, I mean, I guess because I mentioned it, you kind of figured that he was gay, but he wasn't like, he was married and had a whole husband, but he wasn't like, he wasn't all of that. Like, he wasn't doing all of that. You feel me? So even if he did, it wouldn't have bothered me. I don't care. But like, I'm just giving you an example of what he looked like. He was tall, dark-skinned, chocolate man, slender, like skinny, slender, and yeah. So that's our interaction will be because of that, because I was in the drive-thru and he worked the shake machine or whatever, or he would do the dishes or shake machine, something like that. And even when I did waiting, we would still have interactions because he worked the shake machine and the drink machine. So I would have to tell him. Typically, there's this other guy that would be there, and sometimes we're short staffed, so like everybody has to be doing different things. So he would do dishes and do the shake machine if the guy's not there. And then sometimes, because I was cross-trained, I don't know, for some reason, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what job I worked at, I always end up picking up how to do different things. So because of that, I would step in and make sandwiches or something like that, or I would step in and make shakes or something. Never wash dishes. I don't do that. No, get somebody else to do that one. Be for real, okay? Be for real. Thank you. Don't even look at me for that. So I think he had trained me to do shakes and stuff like that, and also make sandwiches, I believe. And I think he also trained me on doing the drive-thru. I believe that's how we initially started our tumultuous up and down relationship, friendship, whatever. We weren't really friends. Co-workership, friendship, friends at work. I don't know what it's called. Courtship? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. But yeah. So, boom. I would have interaction with him because I have to like give him my shake order if I have shakes, give my food order if I have food. You feel me? So we started building like repertoire, whatever. Like, you know, hey, what's your name? My name is Yasmin. What's your name? His name was Black. Did not know he was gay from the beginning until like we started getting to know each other. And like when I would come in early and sit by the bar or whatever, and we would talk and stuff like that, and then like come to, you know, like just come here, just talking, all right. And then I ended up finding out I think he ended up finding out that I can sing. He will always ask me to come sing for the guests or whatever. It was me and this other boy who could sing, and we were trying to be a group together, right? Because the other guy, he doesn't need no name because he doesn't play a part in this, but the other guy wanted like us to be a group. And then like he also, because my other job that I was working at, there was a person who was working with Tyler Perry in that moment, and I mentioned to them that I could sing or whatever. They asked me to sing a song to them. They was like, okay, cool. Da da da. Me and the person who wanted to be a group, we need to make a video so I can come and send it. When I see him next time, send it to him, and he gonna like, you know, pass it on to Tyler whenever he goes back to work over there. So that's how he found out that me and old boy can sing. So now every time somebody will come for like, oh, it's a birthday, da da da, they'll be like, if I'm there, he will come ask me to go sing a happy birthday, or he'll ask the guy. If the guy's not there, he'll come ask me to go sing happy birthday. Now, I'm not your typical, like, no, because it's only, I think, like, it's very, I don't regularly just walk around and be like, oh, yeah, I can sing. Because to me, I don't feel like I'm, like, I can sing and I can hold a note, but, like, it ain't like that. I ain't no Queen Naija, you feel me? I'm not no Mariah Carey. I'm just, not just, but I am Yasmin. That's what I am, okay? I am a child of God. That's what I am. Okay. So we will have interactions like that. And then it's gradually but slowly, when he started training me, then we started talking more. Told me about his husband and like his little family or whatever. It's just him and his husband. He had like a dog or something like that. Somehow. Anyway. But we got more into like a talkative manner when I started picking up shifts. And then also my best friend introduced me to him as her friend. At the time, we were just friends. And that's where, because we had my best friend in mutual, as a mutual friend, that's when we started more and more so becoming cool, right? So I'm gonna fast forward. So at this point, we have established a friend. I want to call it a friendship, but enough to where like I know about his life. Now he don't know much about my life because nobody. I don't really share my life like that. I make you under. I don't know how to explain it. Because of my personality, you will feel like you know me, okay? But really, you don't, because what I'm sharing is like the bare minimum, like the bare minimum, okay? So I would share like the bare minimum with him, like if I like somebody, and I'll be like, hey, cute, with the woo, the woo, the woo, right? So oftentimes we will have like interaction. This one night, sorry, my butt is hurting me. I don't know how people, YouTubers, be sitting on the floor and just be doing these videos. My gosh. And I've been recording for only like 15 minutes. And I got a little banana back there. So I don't understand how my butt hurt me already. So one night, we have like an argument. And this begins like a case series of arguments. And I don't know what the argument was about. But I remember like we had a heated argument. And for me, I am not your typical argue and get back on the same chord. Just like, I don't know, like my sister could do this. She can argue with you and then the next day act like nothing happened and like sweep it under the rug. I think that's a gift for them. That's not a gift that that's not a gift that I aspire to have, because I like the fact that I just like the fact that how I am, okay? So we have an argument about something. I think either I asked him to do something and he was like taking his everlasting long time to do it, or like he was like talking back. Like, I don't understand. I can't remember. But typically I don't just start an argument for no reason. And I know me. I don't just, it escalates. You do something to me, I react, I respond, then you react in a harsher manner, then I react back in the energy that you're giving me. And then it goes back and forth. But I don't just come out of nowhere and be like, bam. Like, I don't do all that. You feel me? So we get into like this one heated argument. It doesn't really it escalates, but not like super escalation. We nothing happens. We don't fight or anything like that. Then later on that night, I remember like him coming and talking to me like it's regular. Like fam, we just got into an argument. What do you need? Why are you talking to me? And I had that the same attitude I'm giving you on the same. I'm like, why are you talking to me? Like, what's up? So he was usually when something like that happened, he would use work to like talk to me slowly, because once you do that, I'm just gonna stop talking to you. Like, so I stopped talking to him. So when he tried to talk to me that night, I wasn't really like responsive. My energy wasn't the same towards him. From that day forward, my energy was never the same towards him. Okay. So he would like try to use work or whatever. Like if I need a shake or whatever, he would like try to do my stuff first. Just use work to try to like get back into like my like good graces. Not really like just back in like a regular talkative way or whatever. And me being a little sweetheart or whatever, yeah, I will let him. Okay. So one night, so that happens over and over again. I feel like for like 3 times it happens. We get into an argument, same thing. He gets back into my group graces. We're talking regular again. One night I come in as drive-through. And also like we was also really short staffed, right? So I come in as drive-through. I'm helping doing sandwiches, also helping doing shakes or whatever. And he's washing the dishes and doing shakes. I get a shake. I'm waiting for him. This is drive-through. I put in my shake order. I'm waiting for the shake to come, and I'm like, my drive-through time is going up, my guy. So I'm looking around like, where is this man? Where is my shake? What's happening? Now I have been asking for my shake for a few moments, for a few times now. Like shake, real nicely. So this one I'm like, where is my shake? What's happening? Can I get my shake, please? Thank you. You know? And he finally comes do it. with the attitude or whatever, I don't give two rats of a rat behind. I don't care. You can have all that's what you want to have. This is not my shake, so you can spit it in for all I care. I mean, I care, but like, you have the attitude creating that don't do nothing for me. I just need my shake so I can get to a person so I can get out my drive-through. So I can go to the next person. That happens. Next few ones, I get my shakes on time. Again, the next one again, I'm in need of my shakes. I'm like, bro. So it gets to a point, he's like, you just go make your shake yourself. Okay, cool. I'm trying. It irritated me that he had that response when I was like asking for my shake and this is your job. Why? So just because I don't feel like getting into an argument today, because already that day I was already irritated and I've already had like a rough, I don't know what happened at home with my biological father or whatever, but like I know I was already like irritated and already like on the edge with everything. So like, and then plus I just life has been like, it's just things was already, and I did not want to release that energy or like that anger on anybody. As I have said in my previous videos, I don't like to fight because I know the anger that I carry and I know how much anger I can release. And it could either go like I may somewhat, you may lose your life, you know, because I'm violent when I'm like violent. Okay, like I done told y'all, I don't think I told y'all the severity of like the other fight that I had on my other channel, but like I was banging Shorty's head. So like I know me and I just like, I'm the sweetest person, but I'm also could be like your worst enemy, babes. It's really up to you whichever one you get. And I try so hard to like not block, because when I block out, babes, I can't help you. So help me help you by not allowing me to block out. Chill out. Okay? So he had like, so I'm like, Black, come on. Can I get my shake, please? He was like,
you see me doing something, right? You do see me doing something, right? All right, then. You come make it yourself, then.
I said, oh. I was like, Black, who you talking to? Who? You talking to the passenger? Who you, the customer? Because who you talking to? Please tell me, who you talking to? Because you can't be talking to me. Who are you talking to? And he was like,
I'm talking to you. Who else?
I was like, you know what? Because at that point, I could feel when my heart started beating fast. And like, it's like a ride. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the heart beating, and then I could feel the anger rising from like my toes, I could just feel it. So to suppress it, I was like, first of all, you are not talking to me like that. Second of all, I'll go ahead and do my shake for this order and this order only, okay? Because this is not my job. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this order and this order only. And I don't know what he said, because at this point I've like tuned him out. So I went and did my little Oreo whatever shake I needed to do. I think it was like an Oreo shake. I would tell you the order, because I remember the order to this day. The previous order before the fight, I remember to this day. But if I give you the order, then you will know the restaurant I'm referring to, and I'm not doing it. So I went and made his old the customer's order or whatever, and got my little sandwich, passed it on out. And as I'm closing the window to the driver and like about to like, you know, to get the next person's like, because I'm taking the order and also passing the order out and also packing the order, and also it was a lot. It was a lot. Okay, but the money wasn't that much either. The money was not that much, because I also didn't have rent. I didn't have nothing, so the money wasn't that much. It was just at that point it seemed like I was balling, but I really wasn't balling in real life. Now that I look back, babes, he was not balling. But anyway, it's getting dark, so I need to hurry this video up. So And I'm closing the window. He's saying something. I just can't understand what he's saying. But I remember, like, I just remember like being like, "Oh, Jesus, Jesus, please say the will." And this is how I am in circumstances where I feel myself like tiptoeing into pistosity, tiptoeing into like knowing that like I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. Like, I gotta put my hands on you. Like, fam, like if I don't put my hands on you, like if I don't put my hands on you, it ain't gonna be right with the world. I gotta put my hands on you. Like, I can feel myself getting there, and I start praying outwardly. Okay, this is like the first time I've ever like had an outward pray. The second time was a whole other story. Babes. Christ. It wasn't crazy, but it was a whole other story. But yeah, it's another day for another story. Whatever. So I was praying out loud, and I was like, Lord, I'm just begging you to please prevent me from putting my hands on people, God. I'm trying to not get angry. I'm trying to remain at peace, but God, I'm just asking you to have your way in this very moment, Lord. I come against every attack of the enemy, every demon working against me. And I looked directly at him, and I was like, every demon working against me, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now, for some reason, in his head, he is associating him being gay to my prayer. And sir, I don't care who is in your boodoosh. The thought never crossed. I don't care. Like, love who you love. That's between you and God. Like, I don't care. Like, what? Who you love don't affect my life in any bit, way, shape, or form. So he is associating. I don't know if I need to turn my light on because it's getting dark. So hold on. All right, we back. Anyway, so I don't know if he is his guilty conscience. I don't know. But for some reason, he is associating my prayer of calling him a demon. And I wasn't interacting with, my prayer wasn't so more interacting with him as a person, but it was interacting with the spirit behind him. Because again, the Bible said we battle not against flesh, but against spirits. Behind that flesh, sitting in high places. Alright? So my prayer was more so against that. The devil is not going to win a day. Not like how he thought. He was not going to win a day. I rebuke him in Jesus' mighty name. So then he goes into like a whole rant, like, because I don't know how, I don't go around being like, yeah, I'm a believer of God, da 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 da. But I guess through my actions, and I just always talk about God, but just through my actions, people always know that, like, yeah, babes, she belongs to, the blood is on her. Yeah, babes. I like that. I love that about it. I love that for me. So he goes into a whole spiel about, like, you Christians, which I don't identify as a Christian, but you Christians are always thinking just because somebody's gay that they're demons and da 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 and woo and the whole spiel. So I finished my prayer. I'm like, amen. While I'm finishing my prayer, that's when he like, two things that happened at one time. I said that, looked at him, finished my prayer after I said no demon, and then I was like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, no word spoken against me I condemn every word spoken against me. I condemn every tongue. I bind every stronghold in Jesus' name. As I'm saying that in Jesus' name, amen, he's saying what I just said to you.
Yeah, you Christians, y'all always think just because somebody gay, they're demons. I thought you was different from that. I thought you ain't even like you ain't even come off like that. Oh, but I see your true colors, and I can't stand beasts like you.
Oh, I was, so he going to the B word? Because before he called me a B one time, and I was like, yeah, nah, don't call me no B. But he was saying in a playful manner before. He has done it before, and I corrected him like, I don't like being called a B word. Don't call me no B word. And I said that to anybody. I don't like being called a B word. Don't call me no B word. I'm not gonna call you no B word. You feel me? So this time when he said it, he had a little oomph behind it. All right? And gay or not, you're still a man. Receiving it or giving it, you're still a man. I don't care. You're still a man regardless. Okay? You still got man strength regardless. And again, he wasn't like the type of, yeah, he was very. Can I tell my story? Ma'am. Thank you. he wasn't the type of like, you know, he wouldn't do what, not at work. So I don't know what his life was outside of work. And then when he showed me pictures of himself and his husband, you wouldn't know that they were together. Like they just gave like, yeah, two masculine dudes. He wasn't masculine, but he also wasn't feminine. That's what I was trying to find. He wasn't a feminine gay, but he also wasn't like you're like a that either. He just was him. Okay, he was just him, and him and his husband was them together. All right, so I hear bits of it, but like I'm still a bit too angry. So like I'm not gonna try to make you feel better. So at this point, I didn't care what he was talking about. I wasn't gonna try to justify myself and tell you that I didn't care, because you clearly don't care about my waters. So I don't care what you're talking about. Like what you're talking about it don't mean nothing to me. Okay? That don't mean nothing to me. And then you call me a B word, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna show you a B word today. That's exactly what I said. I'm screaming, and I feel like my neighbors can hear me. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm a B today. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna show you a B today. Don't touch none of my shakes. Don't make none of my shakes. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And don't you ever in your life speak to me again. In your life. Yeah. You have awakened. You have awakened that beast now. So don't talk to me. Don't ever speak to me. You don't speak to no woman like that. Are you dumb? Especially you don't speak to me like that, because you dumb. And that's when like the New York accent started coming out, and he was like, he would say something like, oh, now she want to be in New York or whatever. I can't remember what he said, but that's not something I can control. It literally it's a mixture of both. The African side of me, my accent will come out, and I don't know where the New York accent came from, but it just over here, I don't know, because I've never been to New York, but for some reason I have it when I'm upset, and also sometimes when I say certain things, it just comes out. I don't know. So started coming out. At this point, I have had like my car was probably just sitting there for a little minute, looking like, oh, what is happening? Can I get my food? I know the passenger was like, why are you calling them passengers? Hey, I just got off the plane yesterday. I don't know if I'm thinking about that, but I don't know. I just got off the plane yesterday. So, not the passengers. The customers were probably like, can I get my food? Like, can I get my food? So, now, as I'm passing out the food to at this point, I'm at like pistosity, because now you call me out my name. You call me a B word, and you know I don't like that. So now you going there with me. So I'm giving the customer their food, and like I'm angry, and it's visibly I can't fake the phone when at the point when I'm angry. There's no way I can hide it. So I had a little attitude when I get the person their food. I ain't gonna lie to you. They caught a little bit of the anger I had. No lie. But like my customer service wasn't bad, but like I know because they saw, like, I know they were sitting there seeing the interaction, and they could pretty much, I'm pretty sure they could hear it, because I was definitely loud. And he was definitely loud too. Okay. So the people in the kitchen hear us, and they're like, calm down, what's going on, I'm trying to hurry up, because this is going on about like 33 minutes. They're like, what's going on? So I'm talking to him. So they ask him, he's telling them, and he's like talking about me, but like, I don't know how to explain. Like, he's not telling what happened, but he's like talking about me instead of telling what happened. So he's like, that I'm trying not to curse, that B, because I don't like to say that word, that B think that she running some and she think and she think I want to beat her ass right? Like he's spazzing. I can't remember what for he said, but I remember he said something like, I want to say, that fish. I don't like that word. I don't know what I could, because I don't want to use that word. Disclaimer, I do not smell like fish. I was trying to find something that's close to the word B. And that's the first thing that came to my mind. So that, no. That water bottle, I guess. So word for word, what I remember him saying was, that water bottle, I think I want to smack the shit out of her. Like I want to beat her ass. Oh. But he said a lot. A lot though. Like he said a lot. I just can't remember what all he said. Because this was like years ago. Again, I'm like 27. This was when I was like 18, 19. Okay? This was like fresh out of high school. You feel me? Didn't even think I would ever fight at work. So, speaking of my best friend, this she go texting me right here. Chad. So yeah. So he does that or whatever. And in the midst of me passing my food out to the customer, I yanked it back and I was like, and I bet you won't. I had the food back and I was like, and I bet you won't. Smack me. Please come smack me. Come beat my ass. Please come beat it. Like, I'm saying a bit nicer, but I can't fake my anger. I don't know how to be that angry when I'm not that angry. But I was like, please come beat my ass. Come beat it. I bet you won't. And I know the customer's probably like, the fuck is going on in there? Like, bro. And I left the window open and everything. Like, the window was open. Oh, all right. So I got a customer their food at that. I get the food back, and I was like, I get the food back, and that was pretty much it. Left the window open, didn't care about none of that. Took my headset off, and I was like, and I bet you won't. I want to see you whoop my ass. I want to see you drag me. I want to see you beat my ass today. Because again, I'm gonna give you that beat. The beat that you've been wanting, I'm gonna give you to her. Because every single time you've been arguing with me, I let that shit slide. Every time you've been arguing with me, I let that shit slide. But today is enough. I'm tired of shit. So I'm like standing at like, so the drive-through is like, the drive-through thing is like right here. The window is like right here, right? And there's like a little, it's like a little section for the drive-through. So I'm standing at the end of the section for, it's like right here. So right here is the drive-through. I'm standing right here, leaning against like some type of like, leaning against something. And I'm just waiting for my ass to be drugged. Okay, just wait for my ass to get beat. So as I'm talking, I'm saying all that, he's coming closer to me. He done left the dishes, coming close to me, and I was talking to the person who was asking what's going on. It was a lady. She does the sandwiches, and she was asking what's going on, and I was telling her like, these good for nothing men, these good for nothing men these days, because I was like, I can't remember how I blinked out. Once I started saying all of that, I just said to y'all, I blinked out. I can't really remember, but I would say something like, I think I would say something like, something of like his manhood, not referring to him being gay or anything like that, but just like a real man wouldn't like threaten a woman, da 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 da, and like he ain't shit and da 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 da. And I was just like, I cannot remember. But I was like, and I remember one thing I did say was, and while he's saying something, he gonna beat my ass, I want to see him beat my ass. You know? So he's talking on me, yelling and stuff. I'm yelling and stuff. He's walking towards me, and I'm still standing where I'm standing at, in front of the camera. Right there. I did that for a specific reason, so they can catch everything. If you play with me, So, because there's a camera in the drive-thru area, and there's yeah. So I stood there, and he came in front of me, was talking to me, didn't touch him yet. I didn't touch him yet, because I would never be the one to throw the first punch. I would never, ever be the one to be the aggressor, because I'm just not that kind of person. So he's talking to me, doing all of this, da-da-da-da, woo-doo, in my face or whatever, and just talking. So I'm like, okay, so beat my ass. You do all this talking, so beat my ass. Beat my ass. That's what I kept saying. Just beat my ass. Beat my ass. Please beat my ass. Beat my ass today. Let's go. You talking all this talk. Beat my ass. I had nothing else to say, but just touch me so I can whoop your ass. Mind you, he's 6 feet something. He's way taller than me. I'm only nothing but like 5'4". Okay. Nothing but 5'4". At that time, I think I was a lot smaller. I was probably like 145, 5'4". And he was like probably like 200, 6 feet. But was I scared? But he wasn't fat. He was just like 6'5", way taller than me. To the point where I'm like this. I know the fact that I'm like this because I remember always talking to him like this. Okay, he's definitely way taller than me. But like probably not 6, but probably 5'9", 6. I don't know. He's tall. Okay. In my face talking to me, and I'm like this, da-da-da, da-da-da, woo-woo, what we gonna do? You talking about that shit. I don't care about none of that shit that you're talking about. Whoop my ass now. Right? He's talking. And then, I don't know what he did, but I remember he grabbed me. Okay? Like, swoop, grabbed me by my shirt. Just grabbed me. All right, grabbed me, babes, babes. When I tell you, I was already blocked out, but I don't know how to express my emotion in that moment, because even though I was blocked out, I could, like, when I recollect and revisit it, I can remember certain things. I remember he grabbed me. Somebody came and took his hand off. A man came and took his hand off of me. And was like, "That's the lady." Da da da. While that man is talking to somebody, that's a lady. Oh, baby. I don't know what I did, how I did it, but I remember somehow, some way, I was able to, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I got his neck in like a chokehold, like this, and was punching him in the face. We were going at it for a little minute, punching him, gave him a black eye. I think I scratched him at some point. Punching him, like, I was not playing. I'm not playing. I don't give a fuck how tall you are. I don't give a fuck how big you are. You are not ever going to make me feel, what's the word? Like, you're the big bad wolf, babes. I don't know if my demeanor or my personality gave you can bully her. You caught me in the wrong era, babes. Maybe when I was in middle school, elementary school, even middle school, elementary school, maybe. Definitely, elementary school and middle school, you probably would have got that. But babes, I'm a grown woman. Well, I wasn't grown then. I was only like 18, 19. But yeah, I've been through some things, okay? You want to do that to me, babes? Nah. We fighting, he done hit me. He hit me in my rib. I'm punching the fuck out of him. I'm punching the fuck out of him. I think the fight probably lasted for like 3 to 5 minutes. 10 minutes tops. Somebody broke us up. We both got sent home that day. And this is where my big heart shows, okay? We both got sent home that day. I think I stayed at my sister's house again or something like that. Or I probably went home. But I probably stayed at my sister's house. Because, So, we get called. I think I was supposed to... The manager on duty then... Who could have prevented all of this from happening? Because you heard all of this going on, and you could have been like, "Hey, yo, sir, you can go home." Like he could have been prevented that from happening. But he at the end tell us like clock out and go home. And I was pretty much close to the end of my shift, babes. Made me no motherfucking difference. You just gave me extra little 30 extra hour to go home. The fuck. Ooh, excuse me if you heard that. But yeah, told us to come back the next day to come see the head manager, right? Now he was so cool. Like the head manager was so cool. So cool. So when I came back, I went and saw him or whatever, the head manager in his office, and he asked me what happened. I told him what happened, and then he also told me like, yeah, he knows. And I was like, I'm not lying. And he was like, yeah, I know, because like he spoke to other people and they gave him the same thing that I said, that he kept taunting me, and like I was just trying to get my shake, just trying to do my job, but this man was not trying to cooperate, and then he hit me first and all of that stuff. So yeah, so he was like, yeah, he heard that same thing, he saw the cameras or whatever. So he said he asked me, he put it in my court. He was like, what would you like for me to do with him? Would you like for him to be fired, or what would you like to happen? So I was like, I remember talking to him, and I was like, no, I don't want him to be fired, because like at the end of the day, I'm not going to take money out of his pocket or whatever. But I don't want him to be fired. You can keep him. I'll leave. Like, it's he can stay, and I'll leave. It's okay. I don't want him to be fired. He can keep his job. This ain't it for me. I know, like, God has great things for me, and this is not it for me. So as I'm talking to him, and I also mentioned God and whatever, and I was like, God got greater plans for me, and nothing happens by mistake. All this was in preparation for something. So you can keep him. You don't gotta fire him. You don't gotta put him in suspension. You gotta do nothing to him. It's fine. God will God himself will vindicate me. It's fine. Now, he was after I finished saying all of that. Now, I wasn't fired. I quit. But he was like, he respects me for how I spoke, and the fact that, like, I wasn't even in me explaining to him what happened. I wasn't even like trying to put the guy down like it was all his fault. I was like, I can see how he can get upset. Woo. Like, I wasn't trying to. I wasn't placing the blame on myself because I didn't do anything. But I also wasn't trying to. I wasn't saying it in the actual way it happened. I kind of like not spoofed it up, but like made it less as. I mean, he saw it, so he knew, like, I wasn't like being fully forthcoming and making it as saying the full truth as I should have. But like, I was trying to say the truth, but in like a light sugar truth is what I'm trying. That's like, I was trying to give him the light diet version of what actually happened. And so he was like, he admired me for doing that. He admired me for, even in the midst of everything, still like being kind-hearted and all that stuff. What the woo. He said a lot. I can't remember what all was said, but yeah, child, that was the story of like my fight with a man, babes, and it was a grown man. He was way older than me, boo, way older than me, and he still stayed there and worked there after the fact. And I believe he probably made it seem like as if I got fired and it was my fault and I left. Like, it was my fault, which is why I'm not there and he's there. But babes, I saved your job. I mean, you ain't here now, but like, he knows the truth now. But like, I saved his job because the manager would have kept me and like let him go. You know, because I had 2 jobs already. Like, you only got that 1 job, sir. It's okay. You can keep that job. It's okay. And God did have better for me. Look at me now. Yeah. I'm thriving. God is good. But yeah, I think he passed away through like, he passed away through like taking himself, you know? And that's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's nothing like that. That has nothing to do with me. And that's none of that. That man probably had his own things going on in his life. Like, it has nothing to do with me. So it's not. I'm just letting you know the ending of his life. That was what happened. But that was like, I think a year or 2 later, past our fight or whatever. But yeah, that was that time, child, that I got into a fight. Over milkshake. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Give that post notification bell a ring-a-ding-ding. If you do nothing else with your day today, babes, make sure that you give that notification bell a ring-a-ding-ding. And I have so much content coming for y'all. Y'all just haven't seen them yet. But, yeah, stay tuned. I love you. I mean it. God loves you. You know it. And the moral of the story is, no matter what happens to you, keep your kind heart. No matter that's the only thing that you can control is what you do. And I'm pretty sure God saw that, like, this, like, God blessed me in some type of way when it came to that. So I'm pretty sure God was like real pleased with me, not with like me. And in that fight, I can't tell you who won or who lost because I don't really remember. But I will say that, like, I ain't had no scratches on me, babes. He had a black eye, but I ain't had no scratches on me. So maybe that could be a foreteller of who won, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. I think it wasn't that long of a fight for it to be somebody who won, but I definitely got some punches in. And he probably could be holding back because I was a female. But you shouldn't have started with a female to begin with. Play with his niggas. Don't play with me. Love you, mean it. Mwah.